Have you ever watched someone stroll into a room and, with just a few words, have everyone's eyes locked on them? It is almost like they have a secret power, right? But what if I told you it is no magic? What if I told you it is something you can learn? Sounds like a dream, right? But it is much closer to reality than you think. We all know that person. The one who can lead a meeting, turn heads at a party, or persuade anyone to see things their way. They make it look easy, like they were born with it. But here's the truth. It is not some rare gift. These are skills, simple but powerful, that anyone can learn. In this video, we are going to share the tricks with you to step into any room and own it effortlessly. These techniques will literally help you own anyone. Let's begin. The first trick is authority exploitation. Think about the times you have naturally gravitated towards someone who seemed to know what they were talking about. Someone who just felt like they were in charge. This is the essence of authority exploitation. It is about tapping into the natural tendency people have to follow those who project confidence and knowledge. To pull this off, you need to show confidence in everything you do. Stand tall, speak with clarity, and don't hesitate to take control when the moment calls for it. Use phrases like, "the fact is," or "what you need to understand," which subtly signal that you are the one with the answers. But it is not just about talking the talk. You have got to back it up with some substance. Prepare well, know your stuff, and when possible, drop references to facts or experiences that reinforce your authority. When people believe you are the expert, they will naturally defer to your opinion and follow your lead. And no, you don't have to be bossy. Just be the reliable figure everyone looks to when things get tough. The second technique is manipulative seduction. It is a technique that is all about making people feel special and understood. Suppose you meet someone and they seem genuinely interested in you. They ask thoughtful questions and really listen to your answers. You walk away from the conversation feeling seen, heard, and valued. That is manipulative seduction in action. To do this, start by showing a deep interest in the other person. Ask questions that go deep into their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Listen more than you speak, and when you do talk, reflect back on what they have shared to show you are really paying attention. Body language is key here too. Lean in slightly, maintain eye contact, and nod along to show engagement. Smile more and subtly mirror their expressions or gestures to build rapport. Throw in a few well-placed compliments, especially on qualities they are proud of, and you will make them feel important and appreciated. This technique works because it taps into a basic human need, the desire to feel valued. When people feel this way around you, they are naturally drawn to you and more likely to trust you. Third up is discard and re-idealization. This technique can be a bit tricky to master, but it is incredibly effective when done right. The idea here is to create a sense of value through scarcity. Once you have established a connection or relationship, you intentionally pull back, either by becoming less available, less responsive, or simply taking a step back from the interaction. This withdrawal creates a void that makes the other person realize how much they miss your presence or input. It is like giving someone a taste of something they enjoy and then taking it away. It makes them crave it even more. But the real magic happens in the re-idealization phase. After you have withdrawn, you don't just come back as you were, you return even better. Perhaps you have gained new knowledge, achieved something impressive, or simply show up with a renewed sense of purpose. When you return, they see you in a new light, almost as if you have leveled up in their eyes. This push and pull creates a cycle where they increasingly value your presence and are more eager to meet your needs or follow your lead. You are not playing hard to get. You are just showing that your absence has made you even more valuable. Let's talk about gaslighting by proxy. It is where the fun of messing with someone's head gets a group twist. Instead of you being the only one making someone doubt their reality, you recruit others to do it for you. Friends, family, co-workers, anyone willing to play along. The trick is to get these people to casually drop hints that support your version of events, so the target starts hearing the same story from multiple sources. If you want someone to think they are misremembering something, instead of arguing directly, you chat with a mutual friend, planting a little doubt. "I think they are confused about what happened." Next thing you know, the friend is saying to the target, "Are you sure that is how it went? I remember it differently." Now the poor soul is hearing it from more than one person and starts thinking, "Maybe I am losing it." Meanwhile, you are sitting back, watching the confusion spread like wildfire, with none of it tracing back to you. It is manipulation with a side of plausible deniability. The fifth trick is shaming and humiliation. This one is the art of making someone feel like they just showed up to a black tie event in their pajamas. The goal here is to knock someone down a peg by making them feel embarrassed or foolish. Bonus points if you do it in front of an audience. Think of it like this. Someone says or does something that leaves the door wide open for a sarcastic comment. You pounce with a well-timed jab that is just sharp enough to sting, like, "Oh, I didn't know we were bringing back that trend from the 90s. The person is left feeling small, their confidence taking a nosedive as they desperately desperately try to save face. Over time, they start looking to you for approval, with the hope of avoiding another public takedown. It is like training a dog, except way less ethical and with more emotional trauma. You get to hold the power while they tiptoe around you. Next up is the Stockholm Syndrome. This is where you become someone's emotional puppet master. The idea is to get someone so emotionally tangled up in you that they start defending you, even if you have been treating them like dirt. It is a twisted game of hot and cold. One minute you are harsh, the next you are all sugar and spice. Let's say you are tough on someone and making them feel like they can never do anything right. But then, out of nowhere, you throw them a bone, maybe a kind word or a small favor. Suddenly, you are their hero, the only one who understands them. They start craving that kindness, even though you are the one causing their misery in the first place. It is like giving someone water after dragging them through the desert. You become their oasis, even if you are the reason they were thirsty to begin with. Eventually, they will do anything to stay in your good graces as they see you as their savior rather than the source of their struggle. The next technique is playing the victim card. It is a classic trick for when you want to dodge responsibility and make everyone feel sorry for you instead. Imagine you have done something wrong, but instead of admitting it, you turn the tables and act like you are the one who has been hurt. How could you think I would do that after everything I have been through, you say, with a tearful expression for extra effect. This move shifts the focus from what you did to how the other person feels about upsetting you. Suddenly, they are not mad at you anymore. They are feeling guilty for even bringing it up. It is like slipping on an invisible halo and convincing everyone that you are the innocent one. Even if you have been stirring up trouble, they back off, apologize, and you walk away with everyone's sympathy and none of the blame. It is emotional judo at its finest. Next, we have the silent treatment. It is where you use the power of nothing to get everything you want. Suppose someone has upset you, but instead of confronting them, you just stop talking completely. No texts, no calls, just radio silence. The silent treatment drives people crazy. They start wondering, what did I do? Why aren't they responding? The longer you stay quiet, the more anxious they get. They will replay every interaction in their head to figure out where they went wrong. Eventually, they will come crawling back, desperate to fix whatever it is they think they broke, even if they didn't actually do anything wrong. It is like turning your silence into a black hole that sucks them into your orbit of control. Another trick is fake niceness. Imagine you need something from someone, but instead of asking outright, you turn on the charm. You are all smiles, compliments, and kind gestures. Oh, you are just the best at this, you gush, while mentally counting down the minutes until you get what you want. This is what fake niceness is. It makes people naturally drawn to kindness. They will lower their defenses, thinking you are just being a nice person, when really, you are setting the stage to get your way. You may even offer to help them with something or agree with everything they say, all while secretly pushing them in the direction you want. By the time they realize what is happening, if they ever do, you have already gotten what you needed, leaving them thinking, wow, they are so nice, when really, you were just playing a very polite game of chess. Next, we have changing the finish line. Because what's more fun than watching someone run a race that never ends? Say someone is working hard to meet your expectations. They finally deliver what you asked for, and just when they think they have crossed the finish line, you move it back a few miles. Oh, great job, but actually, I need you to do just a little more, you say, with an innocent grin. This trick keeps people on their toes, always striving to win your approval, which they never quite get. It is like telling someone, just one more lap, over and over again, until they are too tired to realize you have had them running in circles the whole time. They end up so focused on pleasing you that they don't even notice the goalposts are moving. And you get to stay in control, watching them chase after your ever-changing demands like a dog after its tail. Finally, let's talk about dismissiveness and withholding praise. This is where you master the art of saying "may" when someone expects a pat on the back. Imagine someone does a great job, and instead of giving them the praise they are hoping for, you shrug and say, "It is okay, I guess, but I was hoping for more." It is like serving someone a slice of humble pie when they are expecting cake. This keeps people on edge, constantly wondering if they are good enough. They will work even harder next time, desperately trying to earn that elusive praise you keep dangling just out of reach. It is like a game of keep away with compliments. They jump and stretch, but you are always one step ahead, holding the praise just out of their grasp. And there you have it, some pretty clever ways to get the upper hand in just about any situation. Whether you are looking to subtly influence others, keep control of a conversation, or just navigate tricky social dynamics, these techniques can be your secret weapons. If you found these tricks valuable, don't forget to leave a like. If you're interested in more videos like this one, hit the subscribe and notification bell to always be the first to know when a new video is up. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.